Hi, I'm Roy from Elementor, and this is the first official demo of Elementor version 4.0, the Atomic Editor. If you build websites regularly, you know how it usually goes. You style a heading, then you style another heading on the next page, then another and another. And one day, the client wants to change the brand color and you're hunting through every single page trying to find every place you hard-coded that hex value. Or you build a card layout, then you need the same card somewhere else, so you just copy and paste it. But now, you've got 15 slightly different versions of the same thing spread across the whole site, and updating one of them means updating all of them manually. Now, that's not a workflow challenge, that's a foundational challenge. And version 4 is the new foundation that fixes that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything, from what version 4 in the Atomic Editor actually is, to how you activate it and build real sections on a real website. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete picture of how to work in the new system. So, let's dive in. What is version 4? Well, it's not just a new set of features, it's a new way of thinking about how you build. Everything is atomic, allowing you to build with systems, reuse, and scale. The editor is now the Atomic Editor, and it was built around 4 main pillars. First, atomic structure. Instead of widget-stacked layouts, you get a cleaner foundation that supports flexible building. You're getting more freedom, not less. Second, design systems. Variables and classes give you a centralized design system where one change updates everything instantly. Third, reusability at scale with components. Build once, then reuse and update everywhere. In components, you can also decide what teams or clients can change and what stays locked. And last, but definitely not least, performance. With version 4, performance is built into the foundation. Atomic elements generate cleaner output that reduces bloat and keeps performance stable as your sites grow. That's the shift. Build with systems, reuse, and scale. Let's see what that looks like. Before we build anything, let's get you set up. This is quick. If you're starting a brand new site, you're already good. You start with version 4 and atomic features by default. First, you go through the new onboarding flow, which will help you get started with the right theme and recommended features. Then, when you enter the Elementor editor, you'll see the Atomic Elements section right there in the Elements panel. Nothing to turn on. If you're on an existing site, first update. Then, when you enter the editor, you will see a notice for the new Atomic Elements section. Just click Activate. You can also activate from the WordPress dashboard, Elementor, Editor, Settings, and then the Atomic Editor tab. That's it. You have the new features, but your existing pages and layouts are untouched. So existing and new features coexist and nothing breaks. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Okay, so what exactly are atomic elements? They're the new generation of Elementor elements. You've got the building blocks you'd expect. Flexbox, heading, paragraph, image, button, video, tabs, and more. Also below are the new atomic form elements. More about those later. The classic widgets we relied on so far are powerful, but they carry a lot of structural overhead. Nested divs, inline styles, and wrapper markup that builds up as you add styles and overrides. Every change you make adds a layer. Look, here's a classic heading widget selected. Look at the structure. You can see the div nesting. Now, look at what happens when I select a new atomic heading instead. And when you have hundreds or thousands of elements, think how much that affects your performance and how much lighter your codebase becomes. Also, all atomic elements share the same 3 tabs, and that consistency matters. The General tab is where you configure the element's content. Think of it as the what of the element. The Style tab is where things get different. In classic widgets, styling is split across multiple tabs. In atomic elements, the Style tab is unified. It's one place for every visual decision. And every control in the Style tab connects directly to your variables and classes. In the Style tab, every single style property can be customized responsively per breakpoint. So for example, if you want different text color between mobile and desktop, you switch to mobile view, change the color, and done. 2 different values, 1 element, 0 extra work. Third is the Interactions tab, where you add motion. Scroll animations, hover effects, entrance triggers, it's built into every atomic element, not bolted on as an afterthought. Okay, let's address the thing you're probably thinking. What happens to your existing sites? Well, actually, nothing. If you have existing sites built with previous versions, nothing breaks. Even after you update to version 4, you don't have to rebuild anything. Old and new workflows live side by side in the same editor, so your classic widgets are all there and your existing pages are completely untouched. Atomic features are addictive. You bring in atomic elements where they make sense, on new sections, new pages, and of course on new sites. But everything else stays as it is. Let's take a quick scroll through our page and see how it all lives side by side. Here, the Featured Project section is built with a loop builder, a classic V3 feature, completely unchanged, sitting right alongside new atomic sections. And yes, soon we'll release an atomic loop as well. And here, Testimonial Carousel widget, also V3, also just there, working, looking exactly how it should. One page, version 3 sections, and version 4 atomic sections seamlessly together. Nothing is taken away, you just have more to work with now. Okay, we're ready to start building. And first is the foundation, our design system. We'll start with variables. Variables are your design tokens, the single source of truth for your colors, font families, and size values. Instead of typing a hex code into a control, you define it once as a variable and reference it everywhere. The value lives in one place, and everything that uses it stays in sync. Yard Studio has a strong visual identity, a deep maroon background, a sharp olive green, and this bold yellow that shows up everywhere. These are perfect variable candidates. I'll open the Variables Manager and create our first color variable, Yard Maroon, set to our dark background color. Then Yard Yellow for the signature accent. Yard Olive for the green used across the project cards. Now apply Yard Maroon to the button. Same variable flow. Hover the column control, click the variable icon, select Yard Maroon. Now here's a familiar moment. The client says the color feels slightly off, needs to be a touch warmer. Well, I can now just go to the Variables Manager or to one of the elements that has that variable applied, update it once, and every element referencing that variable updates simultaneously. That's the power of a single source of truth. Font variables work the same. I'll first create a new variable for the condensed display typeface. Now another one for the clean sans serif. Done. Typography system set. And then size variables, available for Elementor Pro users. Spacing, padding, font sizes can all live as variables too. I'll create section padding and apply it to our main containers. Now I can rescale the entire site spacing from one control. Variables define the value. Classes define the scope. Think of a class like a style preset you name and save. Every element you attach to it inherits those styles automatically. Apply it to 10 elements, update it once, and all the 10 change instantly. And you can stack multiple classes on a single element, so you might have a button class that handles the base button structure, padding, and border radius, and then another class that adds the background and text colors. 2 classes, 1 element. I'll style this heading. Instead of keeping the styles local, I'll create a class in the Classes field. And while I'm here, it's worth mentioning that classes aren't just for default states. You can also style an element for the hover, focus, or active state. I'll show an example later on. Now I'll scroll down to another section and apply that same class to that heading too. The change is instant. Same styling, zero rework. And here's where it lands. I'll update my class by bumping the font size. Both headings update. Now imagine that across 15 pages and hundreds of elements. And if you ever need one element to behave slightly differently, you don't have to break the class. Just override that one property locally, directly on the element. The class stays intact everywhere else, only that specific element changes. Styling with a local mode is basically how we did things so far in version 3. And if you don't want to use classes, that's fine. You can keep working with local styling also in version 4. One more thing. If you've already styled something locally and want to reuse it, there's a Convert to Global Class option. One click and our local style becomes a reusable class. Important to mention that the new design systems you build can carry on to support even more than just atomic elements. Your new color variables can sync directly to V3 Global Colors, And your new typography classes can sync directly to v3 global fonts, so you can use them in classic widgets too. Okay, we've got our variables and classes set. Now, let's put it all together and build something real, the Our Approach section, using atomic tabs, showcasing Yard's core methodology. Unlike the classic tabs widget, atomic tabs break down into independent parts you can style individually. The tabs menu bar, the tabs trigger, the tabs content areas. And every part is a separate element you can select and style on its own. Everything pulls from the system automatically. Here's the moment where it clicks. I need to add a third tab. I add a new tab trigger, apply my class, and it's already styled. I didn't touch a single style control. That's my design system working. I'll also set a selected state on the active tab trigger tied to Yard Yellow. Click a tab, it highlights, clean and consistent. Web creation today is all about reducing repetition, but also about protecting your work. You rebuild the same patterns again and again across pages and sites, and once your site is handed off, clients can break your layouts or styling. Components is a new Elementor Pro feature that solves both problems. It turns your best work into reusable infrastructure and also supports control content editing. Let me show you. I'm going to build a team member card, spotlighting the team with their image, name, and title. Once I'm done, I'll save it as a component and name it Team Card. Now I'll drag the Team Card component into 4 slots. Every card is connected. If I go into component edit mode and update the team member name, all 4 cards update. But here's where components get really powerful. Inside component edit mode, I can choose which content properties are exposed to editors or clients. So I'll expose the team member's name, role, and photo, the things that change per person. Everything else, the layout, the spacing, the classes, stays locked. Someone editing the site can swap the content, but they can't break the design. That's the difference between handing off a component and handing off a pile of elements. The structure is protected, only the content is editable. Component creation is actually something Angie can help us with too. Angie is Elementor's agentic AI framework for WordPress. It works directly inside the editor and understands the atomic system. So instead of building a component from scratch, you can simply describe what you want and Angie will create it for you. In this case, I want a small brand reinforcement block that explains why this team builds what they do. I'll just describe what I want and Angie will generate a ready-to-use atomic component directly inside the editor. Once it's created, it becomes part of your design system. You can open it in component edit mode, apply variables and classes, adjust anything, expose properties, and reuse it across your site. So you can move from an idea to a fully working component in minutes. Now let's bring more life into this area with some more motion. See this circular text element, reused, redesign, reconnect? I'll select it, go to the Interactions tab, and add a scroll linked rotation. As the visitor scrolls down the page, the element rotates. No custom code, built with a few simple steps using the new Pro Interactions feature. Let's build Yard's Request a Free Quote section using the brand new Atomic Form element, introduced in version 4.0, available for Elementor Pro users. This is where the design system pays off in the most practical way, because we've already defined our variables and classes. When we add the form, we're not starting from scratch. I'll drag in the Atomic Form element. This is different from the classic form widget, because now each part of the form is a distinct atomic element. The label, the input, the submit button, the arrow state, each one is independently selectable and stylable. I'll start customizing and adding fields. I'll need name, email, phone number, project description, and a terms checkbox. The atomic form gives me complete control over the form's layout. I can even create a multi-column design, something that wasn't possible before. And I can nest any other element directly inside the form, like an image. Also wasn't possible before. Notice what just happened. I built a complete on-brand section without touching a single color picker or font control. Every style came from the system. That's the point. And if Yard rebrands next year and colors or font need to change, I update one variable. This section updates automatically along with every other section on the site that references it. What we've built in this video, variables, classes, atomic forms, atomic tabs, components, interactions, this is the foundation, and it's a real foundation, the kind that actually scales. But this is also just the start of what version 4 in the Atomic Foundation unlocks. With every version release, you'll get new features. Soon, we're adding complex grid layouts, dynamic loops and carousels, advanced form logic, more interaction types, and tighter integration with Angie. We're shipping new atomic elements and capabilities regularly. Everything you build now is designed to carry forward. So again, the idea behind Atomic Editor is to build, reuse, and scale. You define your design system once with variables and classes, you build with atomic elements that are lean, clean, and system ready from day one, and then everything you create, every section, every component, every form, stays connected and in sync. Your work multiplies. A variable you set today speeds up every section you build tomorrow. A class you create now means every element you add next week starts already styled. That's what building with systems actually feels like. So, go update to version 4 now, activate the Atomic Editor, build something new, and see it for yourself. Drop a comment below and let us know what you're building. I'm Roy from Elementor, and I can't wait to see what you create next.